talk much about feelings. We talked about weather and roads. If the truck would turn over this morning, and where the deer might be roaming alone. That old 7.6 Ford F-150, they called it the Blue Bomber, beat up and tired. Most folks would have said it was finished, but strength don't need polish or shine. It was scratched up, dented, stubborn, still rolling when it shouldn't have been. Guess that's where I first learned how real men keep moving on. I was riding shotgun, learning without knowing, just watching a life live true. Every mile, every cold morning, every road led back to you. You never said how to be a man, you just showed up and drove it through. I was riding shotgun while you taught me how to love like you. Before there ever was a cabin, that truck was our place to stay. We waited out cold and daylight, watched mornings break gray. I crashed it once into a no parking sign. Chet tore the bumper clean off in the snow. Dad yelling stop, Chet yelling go, and the Blue Bomber just sat there like no missing parts, but still standing, refusing to quit or give in. Funny how a truck can teach you what resilience really is. I was riding shotgun, freezing and laughing, breath turning white in the dark, stealing heat just to save a little gas, learning patience, learning hard. It wasn't comfort, it wasn't easy, but it was everything I knew. I was riding shotgun while you taught me how to love like you. Didn't even like eating venison, but it was never about the deer. It was long hours and still morning, just being there year after year. You sent me crashing through brush piles, your human hunting dog in the snow. You told me where to stand, where to wait, and I knew you trusted me. I just knew when you changed the brakes, I'd pump the pedal, hold it, let go from underneath. Didn't learn much about the mechanics, but I learned how to be useful, how to be needed. And when life got heavy, when I lost my ground, you pulled me back like you always did. Later I was fixing phones and frozen screens. Funny how the roles would shift. I was riding shotgun even when the road got long, even when the wheel passed hands. I was never riding alone. You were tough, full of stories, fights and laughs I'd heard 1,000 times. Wanted to look rough around the edges, like nothing could cross that line. But one day you cried, talking about your mom. Said let's change the subject, tried to smile. You said us Lydell men are sensitive. I laughed and called you out for a while. You laughed too, said you're right, something softened deep inside. And from then on love came easier. I love you, stop hiding. I talked to you once about Jesus. You said that works for you, not me. Years later we cried together. You said I believe I finally see. Of all the miles, all the moments, the truth still carries me through. That hope I held on to quietly came true. I was riding shotgun, growing up slowly, learning what grace looks like. In cold mornings, greasy hands, and quiet rides. Home at night, you're not behind the wheel anymore, but I still feel you next to me. I was riding shotgun, now you're riding with me. When life asks more than I think I've got, I hear that old engine start. Your hands on the wheel, steady and sure, still still teaching my heart. That's how you love. That's how I learned what love really is.